Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Allen. They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
That's the way to run it, boy.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
There's the former Viking, Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain there for the Bills. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's Cousins on the move to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Cousins out to his left. That's complete. It's Cook. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Cousins eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Rolling to his left. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Cousins to throw. Steps away. And Cook has it left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Back to the ground. Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be taken down here.
Overtime, what you thought you was doing, boy?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So
yeah, you smart. You real smart.
At the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 2 straight incompletions. Now the pressure's really on. Last thing you want here to start overtime, a 3 and out.
And I know that a few years ago when they changed the rules about overtime, it may have changed a little bit about how you go about things. But bottom line is, when you have the football, you never want to get...
Oh, and it's intercepted! Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First throw of overtime for Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they'll get this down to the 10. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Moss again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Allen.
Yeah, quit fucking playing with me. Get off this motherfucking game, boy. And I'm a girl, and I was streaming. Say hello.